Yes, sir. We are back for a little collection tour, part two. I guess you can call it that. It's been 9 months since my first, so I just wanted to provide an update with the evolution of my current collection. And as y'all can see, a lot of figures have come into it, and unfortunately, a lot of figures had to go. And that's due to just making room for new figures and me becoming more of a seasoned collector, realizing I gotta play the long game, gotta be patient, gotta look ahead, gotta ask myself, do I really need this figure in my collection? Do I love this piece? Um, are some of the figures that I plan to purchase within the next year, you know, am I gonna prioritize it over this figure? Does this figure mean more to me? So those type of things came into, my decision making to go of some of the other figures. I think I let go of 6 of the figures I had in my first one. So, you know, um, yeah, as a new collector, you kind of get trigger happy. You just kind of buy, um, just buy. um, and then yeah, I just learned firsthand. But now I feel like I'm in a good place. You know, I have a strategy. You know, some budgeting sheets, all that stuff. But yeah, that's just how the game works. You know, you gotta make those decisions and be at peace with it. But I digress. At the top here, I'm a sneakerhead, so I put some of my coveted sneakers up there. Got a lightsaber. Let's get into it. I forgot one thing though. Boom! Yes, sir. That's one thing I got. The CCFL lightsabers just makes the display pop even more. Like, especially in the dark. Like, come on. Come on. Do I gotta say anything? Look at that. Let me back. Do I gotta, come on. I ain't gotta say shit. Look at that red reflecting off the armor. Just pops. Just really, I can't even explain it. Look at it. But yeah, that's one thing I got. I also did some backgrounds to each individual display for the top 4 here. I plan on doing the rest as well, but my collection was just constantly changing. So now I think I'm at a spot where this is going to be my collection for a bit because I don't plan on getting any new figures anytime soon, like all of us collectors say. But yeah, I'm just trying to chill a bit because there's a lot of figures coming within the next year that's just gonna hit me. But yeah, I just go on Photoshop, get these backgrounds, and do some work on them, and then resize them, go to Staples, get it printed out. And I just really feel like it just immerses each display and brings it even more to life for each scene you want to um, kind of create. So yeah, let's get into this first one. Rogue One Vader. Added some metal wires to the cape because I wanted to make it, have a little bit of motion, bring it to life even more. So just kind of have like a wind effect, and you can see the wires there. So I think it looks great. Took a little bit of futzing, but once you get it once you get it just right, then it just looks amazing. Yeah. Moving on to my Grail, Dark Side Anakin. I got a custom diorama belt here with like LEDs under it because I just love that Mustafar scene. One of the figures I actually sold was the Obi-Wan Kenobi. They look amazing paired up together, but that's just one of the decisions I had to make. I just had to let that one go because of this dude. Because of this Joker. Because that thing expensive now. That rooted Joker expensive now. But it's fucking amazing. Like that rooted hair is just the realism. Love that piece. You know, some people hating on it. It just looks great. I think the only not even issues, but like for me, the only kind of flaws about this figure is like, I think for some people, their head sculpts, like the eyes, I wish they had it where you can individually move them, because some of them come like not centered. So like my other head sculpt, I can tell like one of the eyes were just a little bit off, and that kind of bothers me. So that's kind of one of the flaws there. I think a lot of people complain about the base, but I think it works great. You just have to properly balance it. I think maybe they could put the magnets throughout the entire base, because you have to put the feet at certain spots for it to be like actually stable, so it doesn't like tip over. But once you find that spot, like, and balance it properly, I don't see an issue with it. I don't like, you just gotta make sure like it can like lean a little bit, and it's fine. But got that DX19 there, and they just look so great paired up. Added that background there. Shit, love it. Moving on, got the Ahsoka with the 501st, and that's just one of my favorite scenes. And I just wanted to remake that scene, so I actually kept the table here, the hologram table from the Obi-Wan Deluxe, so I can do this. But yeah, it's just such an important scene in Clone Wars. I watched all Clone Wars like I think about like 6 months ago, and yeah, Ahsoka just became one of my favorite characters within Star Wars. I slept on Clone Wars for a while, but yeah, I got them here. Got the 501st, and yeah, and I like the ability with the 501st as well. I can put on the other helmets and then kind of do an Order 66 display. So I think I might do that eventually, if I feel like switching it up. Going down here, Mandalorian, the new Mandalorian, just added that. I just found this like rock on AliExpress and just added it here just to spice it up a bit. But yeah, I de-weathered it because I just didn't like how it looked weathered. It wasn't really accurate, and yeah, it took like about like 4 hours for me to do, but once you get it done, it just looks great, in my opinion. And then I'm watching the new Mando too, so now I want a Bo-Katan, but I'm gonna wait for like a sale on that and pair them up in this display. Black Panther. Kept this from my first video, but added the throne in the back. I found a Black Friday deal, and yeah, I think it just pops with the figure. Also plan on getting the 2.0 version, so gonna swap them out. But yeah. And here I got the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Love the film, and it just goes well in my collection because I'm a sneakerhead. I got the custom Jordan 1s off eBay. I do plan on, because I need to make space for like another figure, so I did make a little display here eventually, little Jordan 1 display here, so I'd put the Miles Morales there so I can make, room for another figure right down there. But I'm gonna eventually hit a point where I'm gonna need more space, another detail. Gonna have to do something. But yeah, and then lastly, got the Green Ranger, got the White Ranger. This is never going for me. This is my childhood. Yeah, like I was called Tommy as a kid because I love Power Rangers so much. So love these figures. These it's just so nostalgic for me. R.I.P. Jason David Frank. But that's the collection. That's all I got. I don't got that many. Step back here. Yeah, man. Gonna wrap it up. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll drop another one maybe in a year or so. Peace.